Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to your self care Sunday reading. Um, if this is your first time joining me, you will want to see which pile here is calling to you. So, this is pile one, and we have I'll pull these to the front for you, maybe that'll be helpful. Um, oh, God. Pink quartz? God, I feel like I'm losing my mind this morning. You can choose that. We have pile two here. This one we have the black obsidian. Then we have pile three. And this is actually just some beautiful ocean rock that I picked up out by the ocean. So which pile is calling to you? Which one or which ones have your messages you need this week to focus on some excellent self-care, some self-love, a little bit of self-awareness? Okay. So this is a pick a pile reading. Please be sure to if you like your reading, if it resonates, please be sure to subscribe for more readings. Check out some other readings that I do have on the channel. I do different readings every week. So whatever's kind of calling to you, make sure you check that out. And I got some magical readings coming for the month of October. So we're infusing a little bit of magic this week with those magical spell cards there on top, because I just need some magic. All right. So actually, I'm going to pull this forward. We are going to start out with, you can jump to your pile. There are timestamps down there for you to jump right to your reading. All right. So we are going to go ahead and start with pile number one. And it's windy here, so I apologize if you can hear the banging in the background. It's my Halloween decorations. All right, so let's start with pile number one. We got the pink quartz here. Really good for opening up your heart chakra, healing broken hearts, working with love, self-love. So if you are drawn to it, you might want to, incorporate it in your altar, incorporate it, maybe carry some around, maybe have a necklace or something like that, whatever you have to work with this week. And this week is very much for you about taking a little step back and spending some time reflecting. And I love it how it has the clear glass there. So I feel like usually this is clear quartz, but I was drawn to the pink quartz. So maybe there's some reflecting going on how you love. How do you share your love? Whom are you sharing your love with? How is that working out for you? You could also reflect on your emotions, how well you've been handling them, or perhaps even just reflecting on life in general. Where are you at in life? Are you happy with it? Are you being called to do something different, maybe? Keep your eyes open, because joy lives in the smallest places. So, where does joy live in your life? Maybe watch for that this week. Okay. Your question: am I afraid to be seen? Am I afraid? Are you afraid to be seen? Are you afraid to be vulnerable and open for people to see who you really are? The world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. It is time to shine your unique light on the world. You were made from love, and from love you are whole. There is no more hiding. There is no more shame. There is only truth. Live naked and free. So your sole action for the week: what parts of you are you hiding so you can maybe be socially accepted to fit in? Are you being authentic? Do you allow yourself to be you all the time? What do I need to feel so I can feel safe to be seen? That's kind of your question, you know. Maybe that's the reflection that needs to be done. We're reflecting on ways that we're silencing ourselves. How are you silencing yourself? How are you holding back? Why are you holding back? Okay. Surrender to silence. Again, you have to get quiet, you have to get still in order to be able to truly reflect, to truly answer these questions. So this week, you're definitely being guided for some quiet meditation or just some contemplation time, reflection time, letting go, getting quiet. Maybe not so much physically answering the questions, okay, but more so getting quiet and mentally answering the questions, mentally reflecting on who you've been and how you've shared yourself in the world. Okay, your affirmation for the week. I decide today to recalibrate my energy and commit to love and joy. I love this one. I love this one. I want you to say that. I can decide today to recalibrate my energy and commit to love and joy. I love this blue and this blue here. Something about the blue that's standing out to me. I don't know why, but the blue is definitely standing out. All right, so what do we got here? So this is one of those new decks, and you got the Soul Sisters card. I love this. You have 2 hearts and 1 soul. Okay. Now, so this is very much about what relationships nourish your soul and what relationships damage it. You know, maybe there's some reflection there that you need to do. What is nourishing? What relationships are nourishing? What relationships are healthy? Do you have any that actually uplift you and inspire you? Relationships with people who help you be more of yourself, and they don't drag your spirit down with anxiety and confusion. You know, some people may love you, but they don't know how to be in a relationship with you. And that's just the truth. You know, and that's just okay, but you have to accept that. You know, you have to make space for real soulmates to enter your life, real friendships, real romantic relationships. You know, relationships are important. You gotta find your soul sisters, your tribe. Okay? Maybe you've been afraid to be seen by them. Maybe you're afraid of what that means. Does that mean letting go of your current tribe, of the people who are currently in your life, even though they aren't really providing or not giving? All relationships, even friendships, should have a true, back and forth, give and take. It shouldn't be one person doing everything. So I really want you to think about that. What relationships, what friendships are contributing to your sisterhood, your tribe, you, the relationship itself? Maybe time to let go and recalibrate and commit to that love and joy. But to do so, you have to connect with people who are also on that level. Okay? Now, our self-care mission for the week for you is to connect with your ancestors. So you have to, I feel like very much this week is about understanding your history, understanding your patterns, why you do the things you do, why you choose the people that you do. So I feel like it's time for you to connect with your ancestors as a better way to understand yourself and those patterns. And maybe even patterns that are present within your lineage, your family. Are you doing the same thing your mom did? Is she doing the same thing her mom did? You know, it can help you, one, to make peace that this has happened before, you know. And it also can help provide motivation to evolve, break the chain, find new, better ways to live. You know, so I want you to call on your ancestors. I want you to ask them to come in and help you. Maybe ask yourself, or even ask if you have them still around, what patterns exist in your family line, especially among the women. And are those patterns appearing in your life now? Or are you just reliving them in the same, not in the same way, but in a different way with different people? I really want you to ask yourself that, because I feel like that's so, so important. There's this reflection. Where are you afraid to be seen? Where are you afraid to be real and authentic? Where are you making yourself small for other people? Okay? Get quiet. Surrender to that silence. Don't keep busy. Don't ignore it. I want you to decide to recalibrate your energy. Commit to love. Commit to joy. Find your soul sisters. I feel like for you, if you chose this, it's very much about friendships. Very much about souls that connect. You know, and your magical spell card. You got courage. Courage. You need some courage to do this. I think a lot of times we don't really think about that. We think we're so strong until we're really asked to get deep with ourselves. Okay. Sometimes I feel like you maybe, this week your mission is kind of asking you to face what you fear most, or discover something that is so important, but you've been suppressing it because you don't want to experience it. You don't feel like you're ready to experience trueness, you know. But your inner self instincts know this. They're ready for it. And I feel like your guides are saying if you ignore the lesson, it's just going to be put off until a day when you have to face your demons anyways. You know, you're really being asked to take some kind of significant action, something that you may have been delaying. You don't want to see it. You don't want to deal with it. Maybe it makes you want to run every time it comes up. But I feel like you can close your eyes and say, I am willing to be open to this. I'm willing to spend some time, think about this, look at my relationship patterns, look at my friendship patterns. How are they serving me? Am I afraid to be myself with people? Am I making myself small? You know, think about it. It is time for some healing here. I feel like if you chose this pile, you got some deep healing. And that in itself is such huge self-care. So look at your patterns in your family, especially the women. Look at the patterns in your own life. Sometimes it's easier to look at the patterns for our ancestors because we're not as emotionally connected to them. Decide to recalibrate. Commit to love, commit to joy. Have some courage. Allow truth to come through. If this reading resonated with you, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more readings from me, be sure to subscribe. All right. So if you chose pile number 2, this is the black obsidian. Again, I will say you might want to carry some around. It's great for protection. Okay. This week, there's a focus on patience. Are you waiting for something? Longing for something? I feel like you can't have what you want right now if you chose this card. Be patient. Be willing to pass up good for great. Are you thinking about settling for something or someone instead of waiting for something better to come along that's right for you? Okay. Your question for the week: who am I ready to forgive? So I feel like maybe there's some healing. I am not what happened to me. I am who I choose to become. That's Carl Jung. It's time to let go, forgive, and move onward. Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself? Forgiveness is going to bring sweet release, freedom, and insight. So look at it from their shoes. Notice how you grew and what you learned. Who do you want to become, and how is this resistance holding you back from what your soul wants? So your soul action is a big one. Writing a forgiveness letter, and then practicing the Ho'oponopono. Oh, I don't know how to say that. Prayer. While thinking of the person you're ready to forgive. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. Okay. So I feel like if you chose this middle pile, maybe you're waiting for somebody. Maybe you're waiting for someone to give you closure. Maybe you're waiting for somebody to ask for forgiveness, ask for your forgiveness. Maybe you're needing to forgive yourself for some, choices that you've made. Whatever it is for you, because it's going to be different for everybody, I feel like it's really important. I feel like it's very, very important. So, and there was something that was on this card. I want you to look at things from their shoes. So I want you to try to see if you can step back and notice how maybe a relationship or an experience changed you. Maybe you're not the same person as you were when you entered the relationship, when you started the friendship, whatever it is. Maybe you're not the same person anymore. And you can't force yourself to be who you were in the beginning because you've grown now. Something has happened where you've grown and you've changed. And you don't want to go backwards. Backwards is never going to get you what you want. I want you to surrender fear. Let go of any fearful stories you're telling yourself. I want you to stay in the moment. I want you to take some baby steps forward right now. I don't want you to make any big decisions, any irrational decisions. I feel like if you do make these decisions, they're coming from a fear. Maybe you're afraid there's never going to be anybody for you. Maybe you're afraid that you're never going to get anywhere that you want. You're never going to be any bigger than this. You're never going to have what you want. None of those things are true. Those are the things that we tell ourselves because we're scared. We're scared. Okay? Again, when I am patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. I want you to say that. Remember this. Work with this mantra this week. When I am patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. There's some things that we cannot do for ourselves. There's some things that we have to let the universe do for us. We have to let God, our angels, step in and do for us. Again, surrender your fears to the universe. Surrender your fears to God. And be patient. Again, we see patience twice here in your cards. Patience is something that can be very difficult, but is much, much needed at this time. And we always want to rush to the good stuff. Rush to something bigger. Rush to the next step. Rush to the next level. You're being asked not to do that. You're being asked to take a really important step, which is that forgiveness, whether you're forgiving somebody else, whether you're giving yourself closure, or whether you're forgiving yourself. I feel like this is key. We need to be patient. We need to let go of our fears. We need to forgive. Okay? We got Gaia. Mother Gaia. I love her. This is a beautiful version of Gaia. She's talking about shining on. Are you not? You're not going to shine on because somebody else took your glow? I feel like something new is coming. But it's like, see the eggs, little eggs. So it's not something that is coming really, really fast. It's something that's going to come slow. It's going to take time. Life is forming. It's something new in your life is forming. Something real. Again, what is needed is patience, care, a willingness to trust in what is happening within you, within life. Try to get in touch with your soul. Try to get in touch with your inner senses. Maybe they've been dulled. Maybe you don't want to hear them because you don't like to hear the truth. Fear is easier to feel and trust and experience than, maybe joy or patience, faith. How many times can we have faith till we get frustrated and then we just choose whatever? And then we say, see, I knew this was how it was going to happen. I don't deserve this, but that's our fears kind of pushing us to choose something that's not right for us. And then if you can't learn that lesson, you'll continue to do that over and over. Okay? So, there's this fragile egg, this precious new life that wants to make a connection with you, but you have to trust that it's going to happen. You have to trust that what you're waiting for is there, and it's waiting for you too. Okay? So, and again, don't be mad at yourself, because maybe you made a choice or you didn't wait. That's just part of life, and we will do that until we learn to stop doing it, is all. Okay, so your mission for the week is some alone time. Okay, self-care mission, alone time. Think about what you'd want to do in solitude, and you can plan some time with yourself. Tune into yourself, tune into your own needs, and you can just be something simple. Go for a walk, meditate, do something creative by yourself. Anything that's a solo activity that feels restorative to you. Okay? And be sure to let other people know in your life that this is super important. Make them aware that if you need to show up more fully in your daily life, but you need some time for yourself. You need some time to be alone without any interruptions. Okay? You need to make that happen this week if you chose pile number 2. All right? And finally, we see new beginnings, and we just talked about this with Gaia. Okay? So you have new beginnings. They are waiting for you. They're coming. You have to trust in them. I feel like maybe some of you really need a fresh start. You need to recalibrate. You need to shed what is done and over with so that you can move forward. You may be wondering, how do I create this new beginning? What's the best way for this new beginning to happen? You want to try to find a path where you're not repeating and recycling, but where there's really this true sense of newness. Okay? I want you to follow that true sense of newness, that feeling. Because I feel like I feel like I need to say to you, like, no matter what, you can always start over. I don't care where you're at, what happened, how much has fallen away, how old you are. You can start over. You can open up a new path. You know, you just need to really exit anything that is leaving. Exit anything, whether it's a relationship, experience, a job, friendships. There's something that's leaving and you have to let it go. Don't keep dangling, don't keep holding on. Okay? So, if this reading resonated with you, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to see more readings from me, please be sure to subscribe. All right. So if you chose pile number 3, this is the beautiful beach rock that we have going on here. Maybe head out to the ocean, take a salt bath this week. Something beachy is calling for you. Ocean-wise, independence. So what's going on here? I see the butterfly wings. So obviously I feel like you've reached a level of transformation where you're on the other side, where independence is calling, deciding for yourself, exercising your right to choose. What is it that you want? Your choice. I feel like you have to take those steps now. Okay? You have to know in your heart what is right for you, what is good for you, and move towards that. All right? It's not about what everybody else needs, what anybody else wants. It's about you. Okay? Your question. When was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Honestly, when was the last time you really felt that good? When it was just, you were just laughing and having such a great time and it felt right. When? Go back to that moment when you laughed so hard and you almost peed your pants, or did. Feel that laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. So note to self, laugh more often. And your soul action for the week, make somebody laugh. All right. So I feel like this week, if you chose this pile, it's really time to lighten up, have a good time, go watch a comedy show, get laughing, get moving. Usually I always like that. It's like easy way to be laughing or have a little fun. You also got surrender to creativity. You want to let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas. And I love how this girl, she's holding up a mirror. I feel like so maybe you can see yourself. And again, we have this butterfly here. Is there something creative that is calling to you that you want to do but you're not sure of? This is your yes, I feel like very much there's just this opening up to what you want. What feels good, what feels right on your path. Your mantra, when I'm tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundant. Okay, and I feel like creativity, maybe some of you, because I see this orange and this orange, maybe for some of you, and there's almost this orange too in the butterfly. I don't know if it comes orange to you, but there is some there too. So the color orange is sticking out for me for you guys, and the creativity and abundance. So maybe there's some creative ideas or sparks that could bring in more abundance into your life, more stability into your life, some fun into your life. Maybe if you're like an entrepreneur, I know many of you are, maybe there's some creative ideas that you've had, some sparks that will bring in some abundance. Okay. I love this one. Be your own hero. Be your own hero. I can get that in there. And again, she's got that earthy color going on. It may not be orange, but it is definitely earthy. Maybe we need to get out, start decorating. I've already done it, but start decorating for Halloween and all that stuff. Maybe that's what's calling to you. But really, she's very much when you're your own hero. It's very much about being proud of yourself. What are you proud of yourself for? You have courage. You listen to your heart. Even when it's kind of hard, you may have days when you feel like you're not very heroic. You're not a hero. You're not inspiring. You may have days where you're like, why do I do the things that I do? You know, but you have guts. You're strong. And challenges are the way the universe shows you what you're capable of. I feel like if you chose this pile, you're capable of so much more than you realize. There's something that is going to come through or wants to come through. There's opportunities. I feel like you're being urged to do something. And I want you to feel proud of yourself. Okay? I want you to honor what comes through and then feel proud of yourself. Do it. You're really learning what is truly respect and pride in yourself. You're learning to feel good about the sort of person that you choose to be, how you choose to live your life. You're feeling good about not lowering your standards to the same way as other people may. You're feeling good about honoring your heart. You're feeling good about not only inspiring other people, but inspiring yourself. Okay? You don't need to impress anybody. You are an awesome human being. You have everything within you to make yourself proud. So it's time to step up. It's time to be your own hero. It's time to be, to believe that you're worthy of an amazing life. You don't have to feel guilty or hold yourself back to make anyone else feel comfortable. You don't need to be timid, and living a great life is not about being in competition with anybody. Living a great life helps inspire others to do the same. It doesn't take away anything from anyone else. I want your dreams to excite you. I want them to scare you. I want you to give yourself permission to go after whatever it is you want to do. However it is you want to live, however it is you want to be and show up in this world, I want you to go after it, and I want you to go after it with a happy heart. Okay? I feel like that's so, so important. Again, maybe that's why you're being, called to lighten up a bit. Because maybe you've just been trying to do it in a way that's just not you. Be creative. Be yourself. The world needs you. It doesn't need another person who you may be trying to be, or maybe you follow someone, you're like, oh, they're so far ahead of me in this game and they're so good. The world doesn't need that person. The world doesn't need you to be that person. They need you to be you, because you have something unique that only you can offer here. So I love this. Be your own hero. All right. Now, our self-care mission, health checkup. Oh, what's going on? So, what is going on within your physical body? Because we really need to be healthy in all areas of our life. So, I want you to take some time this week to really tune into yourself. Scan your body. Can you do a body scan? Sometimes you can look them up on YouTube too to help you. Maybe a guided body scan. I want you to really see what feels right and what needs attention. Even if you're feeling well, we always have some fine tuning to do, like drinking more water and eating our fruits and veggies, getting sleep. I feel like some of you, maybe you do need to go see the doctor. If you're not feeling well, get to the doctors. Maybe if you're struggling with how to eat better, you want to connect with a nutritionist. Maybe if you want to learn how to use herbs better, or maybe if you're Maybe have you checked out Ayurveda? You know, I can connect you with a great person who does Ayurveda work. I will leave the link in the video description. It's a great way to connect your mind, body, and spirit, and a lot of healing. So if there's an ongoing issue that you've been putting off, this is a sign to address it. Align with your needs. What is your body saying it needs? Listen to your body. It's very important. And it's so funny because I felt like none of these other cards have anything to do with that. So for that to come up, it's a message, it's a sign to listen to your body. So do a body scan. Look at your body. What is it telling you? Have you gained some weight? Is your body saying, yeah, I got a lot of weight here? What are we going to do about this? I'm not feeling healthy. I don't fit in my jeans. I'm not feeling healthy. Maybe are you eating something? Are you eating stuff that's making you feel yucky? Well, why do you keep eating that? Your body's saying, I don't like this. I know for a couple weeks, some of us have talked about drinking water. So keep up the drinking of the water if that's, if you're feeling dehydrated or just to kind of cleanse and detox. It's so good for you. Okay. So I feel like, and then some of you too, if you're feeling like you need to see the doctor, don't wait. If you're putting something off, don't wait. Because again, so now we have this last card, it's Harvest, and it's that orange. So you can see like all of these cards kind of go together and this one stands out. All right. So that's a blockage that's getting in your way. Something that has to do with your health, whether it's your weight, whether it's a sickness, whether it's just, I don't know, how you're feeling, maybe depression, mentally, something is getting in the way of being your hero and touching this creativity and lightening up and this independence and this abundance and this harvest. Okay. And it's something to do with your health. So we see here, what have you been working on? Have you been working on anything in particular? Have you been trying to do some healing? There's something that is ready to harvest. And I keep, my boyfriend keeps bringing up the Harvest Moon as a song by Neil Diamond. But I don't know if we have the Harvest Moon already, if it just passed, or if it's coming. I can never remember which ones they are. But, if you chose this, there's this harvest. You've put some actions. You've done some work. You've been thinking, you've been dreaming. There's something, that's coming through. And this harvest energy is that energy where you can learn who you have chosen to be and what you have chosen to do, how you've chosen to be in the world. The universe is kind of guiding you to look ahead a little bit and see where you're going to be going so you can make any necessary changes in the present moment. And that way, when you bring in your harvest, it's going to be good. So the harvest is coming. It's at the end. Again, I really want you to focus on that health card because that may be the change that you need to make in order for the harvest to come. Okay. I feel like the results of your words and your actions and your thoughts are going to manifest, So how do you want them to manifest? Do you want them to manifest in a healthy, abundant way where you feel inspired, where you're inspiring others, where you're enjoying it, where you're free to make the choices and do the things that you want to do? Your destiny is very much your own creation. Learn to make adjustments when needed. Just because you choose to do something doesn't mean it's going to happen in the way that you want it to. We always have to be ready for some adjustments. So I feel like that's what's coming, guys. That's what's coming if you chose this. Whatever you're creating, it's coming. So I want you to create something awesome. All right, so if this reading resonated with you, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more readings from me, please be sure to subscribe.